Hello, I am Test Drive, and welcome to something a little bit different. Welcome to a brand new Let's Play on the game known as Corvette, or Corvette 50th Anniversary if you read it out how the box or whatever says. Yeah, this is a game that was released in 2003 for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and the PC, which I'm currently playing this on, noted by the OK button on the bottom right. Released in 2003 for the 50th anniversary of the Chevrolet Corvette existing. I have to keep doing this, by the way, or else it will go to a automatic just a idle video thing. But anyways, yeah, welcome to Corvette. I was thinking about playing this on Xbox a while ago, but guess what? My Xbox does not work anymore because of things I did to it myself. It's all software related, that's the problem with it. But I can't use it, so therefore, I don't own it on PS2. So we're playing on the PC, because there is a PC version. It surprisingly works really well. The only really gripe that I have with this is you can see I have my video settings here. You can see what my video settings are. These reset if you restart the game. Those and the controller options, which is very strange, until you go to here and you basically load the save. It'll actually load up all the settings you have, which is odd to me. But anyways, since we're down here, we can go through the options. Why not? We have music style. Music volume can stay low because I don't know if the music in this game is going to be copyrighted. I don't think it is. Hence why I'm having the background music, which if you know this game, you may be like, wait a second, that's not right. Or you may be saying that is right, considering which console you played this on. The PS2 version had a different menu song. This is the Xbox menu song, because this game was ported from the Xbox version. Fun fact. But yeah, I have my controller all set up, and we can set our options here. We can set our difficulty. I'm just gonna keep it on medium because it doesn't really matter. But I will switch it to manual. I can change my driver. Ooh. To obviously Candy or Josie. You know what? I like Candy Jones. We can change our player name too, which is cool. Hey, I can put in my whole name. Cool. Funny enough how that works with the weird like circle of letters. No! I gotta do it again. But everything else looks fine in here. Literally all I've done is just set up the graphics settings, which if you notice, I'm running at a 4:3 resolution because this game never had 16:9 support even on consoles, and it stretches everything if you put it into a widescreen resolution, so I've chosen not to do that. But anyways, down here on the menu we do have trophies. Why does it say I have 6.6% of the game done? Oh, I think I know why. I have to like delete it and I have to restart the game. Because I think I did one race just to test it out. Anyways, I guess I'll be right back then. Shit. Alright, anyways, we will actually now save. Now, there we go, we're at 0% of the game done. Yeah, apparently this game is just kind of odd with how it works. My mouse cursor is also on the screen, I just noticed. But yeah, you have a load save menu. You have multiplayer that actually is online, I think. Oh, just LAN or split screen apparently, which is interesting to have split screen on a PC game of this vintage, but I guess it did happen. You have special modes, a career mode, a quick race mode, which is basically just pick any track, any car kind of thing, and the arcade mode, which actually does have progression. So, the plan for me, also they can view movies, so you can see all the, everything that plays. You can also see the background that we're seeing, but without music, interestingly enough. It turns the music off. Anyways, let's get into this. We're going to start with the career mode, because that is my plan. I will have to remember to save, because there is no autosave in this game. Not even on consoles. Even on Xbox, it did not have autosave. So we'll go ahead and start with the amateur career mode, and the C1 section here. We have all of the different generations of Corvette, C3, C4, and C5 to do. Well, all the generations up to 2003. That is. And I guess we'll go ahead and get started with a 2500 Speedway East race. And our car is been chosen for us pretty much, which is the 58 Corvette Convertible. I do not have any other choices, but I can pick the color, which is wonderful. I will be trying to show off as many different cars in this game as I can. There are if you can imagine a Corvette up to 2003, it's probably in this game. Minus maybe like concepts, but even then I think there's like 1 or 2 in this game. I've never 100%ed this game. I've only gotten like 50% done maybe. But you know, let's go with a true 50s color, that green. So we have no upgrades 1, which is the thing that I will talk about once we get them, and we have points, which I will talk about once we get them as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I hit a button. It shows a little preview of the track. I'm on automatic because I did not change it back to manual in the options. I also didn't change my name. Let me do that real quick. Hold on. Alright, anyways, I'm going to actually watch this time and let this play. Make sure everything looks good on OBS. It sure does. This game's shockingly easy to record for being an old PC game. Easier to record than Test Drive Limited 2 was for PC. And that's not really saying a ton, but let's get into the race. So here on our heads-up display we have the track map, we have our lap times and different laps, or our best time, whatever else on the top right there. Bottom right is our tachometer and whatnot, and we have a couple different camera views. And if we go to the bumper cam here, you can tell it is a stylized 50 style tachometer and speedometer, which is pretty cool. Of course, I will try and show up all of those too, because it does change per car. But yeah, here is the PC port of this game. It's basically like the Xbox version, but a little bit shinier. And all of them ran at 60 frames per second. The PS2, of course, did only 480i, not 480p. Xbox at 480p. That's about where the interesting stuff ends with the video settings, video modes, stuff like that. I don't think it looks that much different if you upscale this game from the Xbox to PS2 version. It looks basically identical if you use an emulator. Didn't really want to use an emulator, and like I said, the Xbox one is a little broken for this game anyways, so I wouldn't have wanted to use it. And yeah, that's basically my reasoning and whatnot for playing the PC version and playing it in, like I said, a 4:3 resolution, just because I didn't want all of the heads-up display to be constantly just stretched for the most part, because that's kind of icky. Like, if a game has widescreen support on a console version and it's like stretched, maybe. Usually I'll do that. Even on the PC version I'll have it stretched 60:9, but this game did not, so I chosen not to do that. And there we go. There's our first race done. There's all of our other people, our other racers. We'll see what their times are. It will start out pretty easy, of course. I think it will get harder as we go on. And there's all of our results again, in case you didn't see them. And we get some upgrades for winning our first race. Since we have 100 points, we got all 3 of the upgrades. I think if you get in second or third, you might get less points and less upgrades. I've never done it, so I don't know. We have a sports clutch, Lingenfelter, Goldstrand special front and rear suspension, and GM metallic brakes. So our next upgrade level is at 120 points. And we got custom 2-tone green unlocked for car color, which I believe applies to every car in the game. We can watch a replay, we can continue, or we can retry or exit the main menu. I guess I'll watch the replay and get a thumbnail. But first, we can look at the replay mode. We can either leave the replay, pause, we can change a camera. Got a farther camera, closer camera, farther camera, bumper cam, car in front camera near, director mode. What is director mode exactly? Not entirely sure. I guess maybe that's like all of the different, yeah, it's like all of the, it's got a lot of options for cameras, which is very odd to say the least. And we can also change which car we're looking at by pressing the end button, and it also tells us the name of the person that's driving the car, which is interesting. That is a custom color. Goddamn. There we go. There's pretty much that. I'll leave it on director mode, and I'll see if I can get a spot where we can get a picture of the car for a thumbnail. Woo! Alright, we're going to exit out of that, and we shall go ahead and continue. It's really messing me up that the game automatically... It does actually use the controller for the menu, but it only uses the stick, not the D-pad, which I'm so used to using the D-pad to go around menus, but a very small gripe. So now we have a gold little medal there with the little 50th anniversary 50. It's not really even a logo, it's just the number 50. Various stats on our race there. But let's go ahead and head to Rockbridge Falls East for our second race. And we got our special color, the custom two-tone green, which is very nice. We'll go ahead and use that. And there's all of our current upgrades. Just reminding us, basically. The music in this game, honestly, I gotta say, it's not bad. There's some really cheesy music in this game, but there's also some decent ones. Like, this one's actually pretty good. And like I said, I'm pretty sure this isn't copyrighted, and even if it is, I'm probably not going to care too much. So we'll just keep it on throughout our little Let's Play here. And by little, I mean this game will take... I think this game takes maybe 10 to 15 hours to 100%. So it's not exactly a short game. But now we get to actually do turns. Ooh, very fun. And there's a cool thing that you'll see. I think it's on this track. It's on a bunch of different tracks, but I'll try and point it out right above me. There is a, there's screens around various tracks. Maybe all the tracks, I'm not entirely sure. But they show basically your POV on the screens, which I think is really cool and fun. There's another one right there. Very interesting to say the least. This game, honestly, probably one of the better one-make games I've ever played in my life. I will admit that. Obviously, Ford Racing 2 holds a pretty high place in my heart. I haven't really played many of the other Ford Racing games. Ford Mustang also is a pretty solid game. I don't know, something about this game is just, it's charming, it's seemingly well made or decently made for being a one-make game. And in case you're wondering too, I did contemplate playing through Ford vs. Chevy, because that is the next Ford-related game that I could have played through. It's not a one-make game, it's a two-make game technically, but it does fit into the series technically, because I played up to Ford Mustang, in case you didn't realize. But I realized that my options to play Ford vs. Chevy were to either emulate it via Xbox 360, which is always questionable, or emulate it via PC on the Xbox emulator, which is also questionable. And I didn't really want to screw with the PS2 version, so thus we are not playing it yet. I also really don't want to play Ford vs. Chevy because I have played it before, and I am not a fan to say the least. I would much rather play this game, and that is why I am playing this game. We're also taking a bit of a dive into some of the other one-make brand games, because like the last one-make game I did play was Lotus Challenge actually, which was not particularly a great game, but it was a game nonetheless that I did play through and I did 100%. I would still say it's a good, fun playthrough to watch if you want to watch it still. That was actually the last game I played through on my Xbox before I screwed it up. So that's cool. Good memories. For now, we focus on the land of the Chevrolet Corvette. And you better believe I'm wearing some jorts right now. You can't see it, and you won't see it, but you gotta believe it. I need a hat that says Corvette on it, but maybe I'll do that sometime during this Let's Play. For right now, I'm just kind of chilling with the... I think this is a good outfit for this game. But now we got some more upgrades. We got a 4-speed gearbox from GM, which is wonderful, so we're not only running on 3 gears. The Goldstrand Heim jointed end links, GM cast aluminum knockoff wheels. Very cool. I think the wheels might change the look of the car as well. Oh, we also got fuel injection, Goldstrand suspension lowering kit. We're up to level 3, by the way. And semi-racing tires. And we unlocked custom two-tone purple. I will not watch the replay for this one. We'll just go ahead and jump back into our main menu here and head to Lakeside View East. And it says beat opponent to unlock the next race, so I would assume you only have one opponent to race against. Ooh. Ooh, we did get different wheels actually. I'm pretty sure those are different. Very nice, very nice. And we also have info that I didn't look at before. Base price for this car in 1958 was $3,500. A lot of really just nerdy shit. like the stuff that the guys that were really into like 50s Corvettes would read and be like, oh, I know all about this, you know, that kind of thing. It's cool. I like it, but it's definitely too nerdy for me, at least on these older ones. So we'll go ahead and do that. We can also choose our level upgrade. Or no, we can see which upgrades we have, I guess. Our car is fully upgraded. So you don't actually have to win all the races, but I'm going to because that's just who I am and what I do. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Oops, damn it. I skipped past the introduction by accident. I'll try not to do that. For some reason, hitting the throttle skips past it. But we have somebody, I don't know exactly what his name is. Oh god. But we're racing against this dude on a very pretty track here in somewhere. Maybe it's like Oregon, Washington or something. I don't know. Lots of mountainous areas. Fun fact, we have shortcuts. Forgot the name of it for a second. And, fun fact, we have cops in this game. I kind of forgot about that, but kind of not. I didn't know when they came in to play. But they're more a nuisance than anything. They just kind of follow you and maybe crash into you. I don't think there's anything to do with the amount of stars you have. I don't think you can even change how many stars you have. Or maybe you can. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But that's it. That exists. Hey, Mount Rushmore. So we're in like South Dakota. Or South Dakota? North Dakota? I actually don't remember which one Mount Rushmore's in. I think it's South Dakota. I don't know. I might be stupid. I will say, sense of speed in this game, not that great. Does not feel like I'm going 90-something miles per hour right now. We also have traffic, which is a fun thing that definitely exists in this game and can be a nuisance for sure. Funny enough, it's not like other GM vehicles. I mean, there's one that looks kind of like a Camaro, like a 4-string Camaro, and I think that's the only one that looks close to a real car. You'd expect it to be like Silverado or what else was out? Oh, maybe a Trailblazer, I don't know, but the cops are gone now. Very nice. We do only have one lap, which is interesting. Oh god. It will also be nice, I guess, to have something to break a little bit of the monotony of Need for Speed Carbon up. I know there's not really anything that's monotonous about Need for Speed Carbon, but I wanted to play a different game along with Carbon, so yeah, I don't know why I even mentioned that. Shinli has failed. No time for you at all. Shinli has still failed in second place. And we get a nice little cutscene here with the regular main menu music that shows off a couple of C1 Corvettes. You get these after every individual area of the career, I guess. I believe it just restarts, so you have to skip past it. But there we go. Congratulations, you have won all these C1 amateur career races. We got a little trophy, which I'll show in a second. Our car is fully upgraded. 300 points total, won all our races. We've won custom two-tone blue. And we cannot watch a replay on that one, interestingly enough. We'll go ahead and continue. We will not be starting in the C2 career yet, because I do want to do each of these in an episode, just because that's just the way I work, I guess. I don't know. But we'll go ahead and make sure to do this first. We'll save. I don't want to load. That's the thing, is that it's very confusing, because doing load and save goes to the exact same, like, menu thing. Don't hit load instead of save. I've done that before. Not good. But here we go. We are 1.8% of the way through the game, and there's our C1 trophy. Of course, we don't have any other ones yet, but we will be getting them. So, I believe that will conclude this episode. Also, actually, we do have the Career C1 video unlocked, which for some reason it stopped the music now when I clicked on it. Interestingly enough, it's just that video. But yeah, that will conclude our first episode here of Corvette. Hope you all are excited to see this. I know a lot about this game because I played it a lot as a kid, so it'll be fun to actually go through and 100% it. Like I said, I think my best was like 60-something% maybe through the game. Obviously there's this too, which will be interesting when we get to it. But for now, thank you all so much for watching this episode, and I will see you all in the next one.